Clock has started. Group number 8. You guys have 8 minutes. Group 8 on the track. Group number 9 coming up next. Group 9 up next.
Getting things started off here with Group 8 here in seating practice round 4. We start following off with the 4 car of Tanongsaikul Trin going from Singapore in the Infinity car. We'll move along and pick up another one as we charge over the VP sleeper, and we pick up Mike Swauger, the American X-Ray driver. We're starting to put in his first flying laps. He's just completed his only 3rd lap and goes 3rd on time. Swauger that time across with a 15.146. Goes to 3rd from Patrick Schaefer and Tim Wood 1st and 2nd, ahead of Scott Kimbrow in the 4th spot and Andy Moore in P5. Diatta Collymore in the 6th, Christian Lopez in 7, Tanongsaikul Trin in the 8th. Joaquin Desoto Jr in the 9th spot. As we follow along, Swauger 15.005 that time by for Mike. The American throwing in a hot time through the Infinity Carousel. Patrick Schaefer going lap for lap, fastest lap here, 14.831. Trying to deny Swauger the top spot. Swauger backs it up with a 15.05, but Schaefer comes through with a 14.9. New top seed time in this heat, a 44.971, just a 1/10 of a second outside the top time so far from Brian Thomas and Minhei Lupu on a 44.82 and a 44.91. Schaefer comes through, goes 44.7. Patrick Schaefer going quick. Mike Swauger goes to 2nd on a 45.15. He currently sits 5th on the overall seating times. As we pick up with the 3 car of Tim Wood with the UK driver with a 14.926 and a 45.299. Oh, someone's hit the back wall at the end of the straight there. That was a hard hit too. I heard it from inside the trailer. And one of our cars hitting that wall, and that's either going to be Mike Swauger or Andy Moore potentially. We got a long lap from Andy Moore here, and that is Andy Moore, former IFMAR world champion. Hits the wall at the end of the back straight. So for those asking in the chat what color is Andy Moore, he's in the white, purple and yellow that unfortunately just found the back wall at the end of the back straight. We'll take no further part in this heat, as we've got a bit of a gaggle of cars getting out of each other's way. Very rare to see as we pick up the 7 car of Scott Kimbrow, who just set his personal best of the race, a 15.2, currently running in the 8th spot with a seating time of 46.979. Patrick Schaefer leads the way. Picking up with Patrick Schaefer here, the German driver in the Shepherd car. Coming down the line, 14.831 fast lap and a seating time of 44.792. As Schaefer goes to the top of the seating times here in Group 8. We'll check on Patrick's time from the previous run in round 3. He was 39th. With a 44.9, a 44.7 in the previous round would be good enough to put him 32nd, where Stephen Jovanovic was for the Australian, after Stephen was 2nd in round 1 earlier today. So Patrick Schaefer on a move here, trying to go a little bit quicker out of Group 8. Tim Wood into the 2nd spot. Mike Swauger in 3rd, but having a couple of very long laps. I'm not sure whether he's triple recording laps at the moment, because he's got a 134 and a 110. Andy Moore with no further part in this one. Joaquin Desoto Jr. running P5. with a 15.052 and a seeding time of 45.478. As Tim Wood starting to come through fast, he sets the fast lap of the race of 14.794. We follow along with Patrick Schaefer, still your top-seeded driver. Now getting denied by Tim Wood in the 3 car, who we followed earlier on in that run, in the orange and white car. Wood goes to the top seeding time. Just a couple of thousandths of a second clear of Schaefer's time. To Patrick, the German driver, trying to find a little bit of extra pace. Patrick Schaefer trying to find a bit more time to close the gap to Tim Wood here with 2 minutes and 10 left on the clock. And we've got a stranded car in the Infinity Carousel just jumping out of the way for our leading drivers as Patrick Schaefer comes through with the fastest lap of the race. Sorry, his personal best lap of the race, a 14.823. A couple more 14.8s would see him in hot pursuit of a good time here, as Tim Wood's time was a 14.9 and a 14.7 with a 15 to fit in there as Patrick Schaefer comes through, backs up 14.9, 14.8, 14.8 and goes 44.549 to be just over a second behind what would be your fastest time from the previous round. Not bad considering that's in 5 races time. With 1 minute and 30 left to go here. Patrick Schaefer now really shaving the time off his pace. He's almost half a second clear of what he's set here in round 3. Looking to be the top seeded driver here in seeding practice round 4. The Steel City RC Speedway for the 2019 IFMAR 1/8 Go IC Track World Championships presented by Infinity. 1 minute 5 to go. Group 9 coming up next. It'll be the 4th last group to take to the track today here at Steel City. As you can see, the long shadow coming off the driver's stand, just covering off the start of that front straight before they hit the front kink. And Schaefer up on 2 wheels around that final corner onto the back straight. Still managed to put in a 15.07 hot lap that time. Pretty decent lap. His fastest of the race of a 14.814. He had a 23 a moment ago. So this will be the 3rd of a charging lap, and he backs in again with a 14.842. 2 more laps here from Schaefer might see him find a bit more time if he can drop in a couple more 14.8s. His seating time that he set was 14.9, 14.8, 14.8. He goes 14.778. 1 more lap from Schaefer. He could go a bit quicker here as he resets the fastest lap of the race to 14.778. Right at the end of the run with 10 seconds left to go, Patrick Schaefer, the German driver, hits the line and goes quicker again. 14.604 brings the seeding time to 44.2. So Patrick Schaefer elevating himself potentially inside the top 15 with that time. The German driver finding plenty of pace towards the end of the run here. A 44.042 right at the end as he backed in with a 14.6 right at the end. Unbelievable from a driver who was 39th